To the Midday Rush. I am your host, T-Bone, and with me as always, pushing the buttons, we have our dear boss, Roma Nation. How are you doing today, good sir?
Rocking out as always. It's Monday.
It is Monday.
Get it.
In our next chair, we have the old man, the wise man, the grumpy man, Brian. How are you doing today, good sir?
I am doing just great, T-Bone. Let's get this show going.
All right, everybody, let's rev our engines. Roma, take us away with the very first article of the day.
All right. Well, it's been a very, very busy day in the news. So let's go ahead and start off with The Guardian. U.S. Supreme Court rules Trump has absolute immunity for official acts. Let me read that again.
Absolute immunity, everyone. Absolute immunity. Roma, please take us away, good sir.
You done, T-Bone?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Roma, please unmute your mic. Apparently, nobody can hear you in the Discord.
Oh, boy. All right. There we go. Now, I'm going to read that again. U.S. Supreme Court rules United States presidents have absolute immunity for official acts. So let me go ahead and fix that for you, The Guardian. Court rules former presidents entitled to some degree of immunity from criminal prosecution. All right. The U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that former presidents are entitled to some degree of immunity from criminal prosecution, a major victory for Donald Trump, and that guts the 2020 election subversion case against him and any prospect of a trial before November. The court's conservative majority, which Trump helped create, found 6-3 that presidents were protected from prosecution for official actions that extended to the outer perimeter of his office. But
6-3?
Yes, that's correct. But could face charges for unofficial conduct. I mean, 6-3 has been most of the cases so far, and for good reason. But let's continue. Trump is accused of overseeing a sprawling effort to subvert the 2020 election, including 2 counts of conspiring to obstruct the certification of the election results, conspiring to defraud the government, and conspiring to disenfranchise voters. Among the accusations, Trump spread false claims of election fraud, plotted to recruit fake slates of electors, pressured the U.S. Department officials to open sham investigations into election fraud, and pressured his Vice President Mike Pence to obstruct Congress's certification of Joe Biden's win. Now, let's go back in these accusations here. So it says, among the accusations, Trump spread false claims of election fraud. Well, how well is that done over the past 3 years?
What do you mean?
Because look at what's going on in Pennsylvania right now.
Has election fraud been going on, or like?
Look at what's going on in Pennsylvania right now.
Yeah, my own home state. My own home state. Honestly, I'm very, very upset what they did back in what was it, 2020 or something like that, with the mail-in ballots, and them allowing the people of my state to just mail in a ballot to wherever and not actually go in person to vote is whatever.
Exactly. What's the next one? Plotted to recruit fake slates of electors. Okay. No, that's not what it's called. Legally, it's called alternate electors. All right, which is
Ultimately.
legal. All right. Nobody has called it fake slates of electors in any other instance except for this one. So I wonder why. Now,
Because Trump.
Oh, because
Go
Orange
ahead.
Man bad?
Because Orange
Exactly.
Man bad.
Pressured
Orange Man
U.S.
bad.
Justice Department officials to open sham investigations into election fraud. No, it's just that the Justice Department did not have his back, and he didn't know that at the time.
Right.
And then pressured his Vice President Mike Pence to obstruct Congress's certification of Joe Biden's win. Where was there any obstruction? I think he pushed it through, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I
And
think so.
It was up to him to decide if he wanted to do it or not as the vice president. But he didn't walk into a room with a gun pointed to his head and say, "Don't do it."
no.
This is true.
He has the right
This is
to ask him that question. Just like I have the right to ask my kids to clean up their room. Like how far is this going to go? But anyways, so at this point, official acts is what they're talking about. All right.
Yeah.
So things that the president is required to do during his presidency by or per the Constitution. All right. We're not talking about unofficial acts. We're talking about official acts for him to do his day-to-day operations as president of the United States. So, we're seeing a lot of issues with the left, and they're talking about the with the issues that they fear that the president can now serve hits. I mean, this is all fear mongering, but
Yeah.
but hits on political officials and rivals and whatnot. But there's a part of the process and these policies that are put in place that you're just going to have to trust the process. All right, we can't just go off of hypotheticals here. You can talk hypotheticals all day long. You can talk hypotheticals about abortion. You can talk hypotheticals about gun control. You can talk hypotheticals about the state of the media and what. I mean, you can talk about hypotheticals on everything, but if they haven't happened, they haven't happened for a reason. So sometimes you just have to trust the process. What are your thoughts?
Well, this never should have come before the Supreme Court in the first goddamn place. Obviously, the President of the United States must have some degree of immunity just to be able to do his job.
Some? Don't you mean absolute immunity? Or at least to an extent, you can't do your job without being immune from doing the wrong thing? I mean, am I wrong in that sentence?
I mean, not just the wrong. It's not about the wrong thing. There are decisions that the president has to make, on a whim with little or no time to figure out whether it's going, what it's going to do to his reputation. That have to be protected. When we talk about what he did with Soleimani, he didn't ask Congress for that. But
he brought that up. He brought that up during the debates. He's like, "Yes, I got him out. I got him out." Yes, he did. He did get that man out.
Exactly. But clearly that guy had a hard on for killing American soldiers. So obviously he is a threat to our country. He is a threat to the United States that needs to be taken out. He's already committed those acts of violence. So there is no reason for him to have to ask Congress, knowing that the answer is yes, he is a threat. And for anybody in Congress to say otherwise, I mean, whose side are you on? So what else we got here? So
honestly, yeah.
Go ahead.
What's up? What's up with this one?
So like I said before, you can go off the hypotheticals, if they happened, or those hypotheticals are showing the future playbook of the Democrats.
Right.
Because that's what they like to do. They like to project what they would like to do and then do them anyway and then blame the other side. That's just how it works.
That's
what we've seen over the last 8 to 10 years. So But let's move to the next X article because this is really important. Because I don't know how this is going to happen. And this is with AOC. And it says,
the one who the guy who's gonna be on Timcast IRL tonight. He's always talking about it, right?
I guess so. I haven't checked to see who was on yet, but here, let me continue. AOC to impeach Supreme Court justices. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez announced in her intention to file articles of impeachment against the Supreme Court justices upon Congress's return. This decision follows a Supreme Court ruling that Ocasio-Cortez and others view as an assault on our American democracy.
Democracy!
Democracy.
Bro, what?
Democracy!
What are you talking about?
And indicative of corruption with the court. The announcement has sparked a wide range of reactions, with some supporting the move as necessary to address perceived corruption and others criticizing it as an inappropriate response to a court ruling.
Perceived?
What, the fact that they're following the laws and constitution? Like what exactly is a threat here?
The perceived corruption.
And on top of that, what is she complaining about? Because this affects her as well. It's not just the presidents, it's also the governors, the AGs, Congress, all of the House of Representatives, the Senate, anybody that's in a position of power. This affects them as well. It's not just the president of the United States.
I love this tweet from DC Drano. AOC now wants to impeach the Supreme Court for, checks notes, upholding the Constitution. You got to love the liberal tears. You got to love the leftist tears. It is, oh my God, it's, ugh.
So let me get this straight, okay? So there's 3 liberal justices that went against this.
Mm-hmm.
But yet is okay with international leaders coming to our country to have diplomatic immunity.
Mm-hmm.
To have other people to have diplomatic immunity. Wait a minute. Let me think of something. Where was this during the Hunter Biden trial where they tried to give him absolute immunity for anything that he does from here on out for the rest of his life? Where were the calls for that then?
Yeah, where was the outrage then?
Where was the outrage?
There was none. Actually, there was. It was just kind of condensed and kind of not spoken about. But there definitely was outrage.
Yeah, so if you're not going to be outraged about that and him having more immunity than his own father, who is the president of the United States, then what exactly is this, AOC? I would love to debate her right now. I would love to debate her on this exact issue because she would not beat me. I'm telling you that right now.
I don't even think Brian or I would be able to beat you on this topic. I'm not going to lie to you.
I mean, but listen, I mean, I love the hot takes from the left today. There's this one guy saying, "Oh, so basically, the Supreme Court just handed Joe Biden a blank check to make sure Trump is never president again by any means necessary. He should use it."
Exactly.
To save our democracy.
To save our
Because apparently now he can put a hit job out on anybody he wants, and it's part of his immunity.
If he's doing it, it's part of his official duties, you know.
It's. I was gonna say the name of Tim Pool's first song, but I don't think it would be accurate in a sense.
That's funny. All right. Well, anyways, I guess, do you guys have any other thoughts to close this out? Because I mean,
honestly, I
just want to read you a quote from esteemed Justice Sotomayor's.
Oh, okay.
I
thought you were going to do the Ketanji Jackson quote, the "I don't know what a woman is" quote.
No.
Oh, okay.
And this is how Associate Justice United States Supreme Court, Sotomayor, closed her dissent with fear for our democracy. I dissent. Oh, the copium. Oh, the tears. Oh, can I have more, please? Can I have more, please? Roma, can I have more of these sweet, sweet left-hard tears, please?
Or like Benny Johnson would say, those sweet, salty tears. All right, let's move on. This is from Zero Hedge. Le Pen is mightier. Conservative national rally crushes Macron. Socialist in first round of French elections. As expected, Le Pen's conservative, or in the world of the liberal media, far right, national rally party won the first round of France's parliamentary election on Sunday, exit polls showed. But the final result will depend on several days of horse trading before the next week's runoff. The RN is seen winning around 34% of the vote, exit polls from IFOP and Opinion Way in a lap showed. That was ahead of both far left and centrist rivals, including President Emmanuel Macron's Together Alliance, whose bloc had seen winning a paltry 20 to 23%, a far cry from his crushing victory several years ago. Now, the new Popular Front, hastily assembled left-wing coalition, was projected to win around 29% of the vote. The exit poll showed, you can see here. You got the RN at 34, the left at 29, the Ensemble, I'm guessing that's the Independents, at 21. All right. The exit polls were in line with the opinion polls ahead of the election, but provided little clarity on whether the anti-immigrant Eurosceptic RN will be able to form a government to cohabit with the pro-EU Macron after next Sunday's runoff. Now, I will have to say that I like your note here. It's like the European left are losing their shit. But
yeah, the European left are losing their minds because the Republican Party, like the more conservative people over in Europe, are kind of winning in a sense, and good for them. Honestly, good for them.
Well, I don't think that this is just a left versus right thing. I think this is the entire world is speaking up and is saying, "Look, we're done with all this crap. We're done with all of the."
We're looking at it's the common folks of the world looking up at the Davos crowd and saying, "No, we're done with it. We're done with your shit. We are done with your shit."
Yep.
We're not taking any more of it, and we're changing course. We are changing course.
And in some cases, just to prove their point, they'll turn their manure spreaders on the frickin' leftist protesters. Mm-hmm. So I'm mad.
And not only that, but I think that Europe already saw the writing on the wall, especially last year when you had all of those immigrants coming into Italy, and everybody was like, WTF, like, what are you guys doing? There's literally 7,000 immigrants here, and there's like 4,000 of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and once word started spreading, then the rest of Europe must have been like, okay, yeah, we can't have this, because a lot of the European culture has gone along wayside for other cultures that have their own cultures in their own countries. It's like, so what are you doing here? Like, why are you coming into our country? I understand if you're looking for a better life, but at some point you have to decide between your own country's constituents and the lives of somebody else. Because there's clearly going to be a clash. This has happened all throughout history. This is not something new.
No.
At all. So, yeah, I don't know what to think. But what I want to know is what does this mean for the European Union?
Well, they gained that coalition of parties, both from France and the Netherlands and the Germans, have all gained seats in the European Parliament, and that's the European Union, the European Union Parliament. So so things are going to be changing at the European Union level as well.
Yeah, but because I think another important point here is, if the European Union starts to change, then how does this affect the WEF and all the initiatives that they've been trying to push?
Right.
Because at some point there's going to be a power struggle, and it's going to be like, all right, are we going to go with what our elected constituents are saying, or are we going to have what's happening here in the United States, where we have unelected bureaucrats deciding what's best for us? And once that happens, you're really going to see the ugly faces of these people. Like, what are the Bill Gates of the world going to do? What are the Soroses going to do? Are they going to go against the constituents and what they voted for? Like, who are you? Who are you to decide what's best for us? You don't live. Some of you don't live in these countries, so who are you to decide what initiatives that we want? If we decide that we want nuclear power, if we decide that we want fossil fuels, if we decide any of that stuff, that's because us as a country has decided as a whole. All right, you are not more powerful than us.
I gotta do some digging into this, because it was 2 or 3 years ago when I think the Czech Republic decided that they were going to incorporate their own version of the Second Amendment into their constitution, and the European Union, the other European Union countries went apeshit. They did not. They were threatening to kick them out if they did it, and everything else. I need to follow up, find out what came of that.
Right. I mean, didn't Poland already do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Have they always been that way? Because Poland's kind of been like the Texas of
Poland is kind of the Texas of Europe. I think they incorporated that as soon as they got rid of the commies. So
right. Well, they would have to, because I mean that entire country was taken over for 10 years. Well, bad shit happened.
Here's an analogy. A military history professor of mine in Command General Staff College used. Poland is the way it is because it lives in a crack house neighborhood.
Yep.
Really?
Based.
Yeah.
Based.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How about we move on to the very, very next article? Roma, please take us away.
All right. This is from The Independent. I was at the Trump-Biden presidential debate, and it became very clear what had gone wrong. When the debate ended, the Biden surrogates were nowhere to be found until they emerged grim-faced as a group, and the rumors began. Andrew Feinberg reports on what happened behind the scenes in the first presidential debate in Atlanta, Georgia, and why the president's performance went so badly. So why were they not found? It's because they were lying about Biden's cognitive ability all along. That's why they weren't found.
Or they didn't want to accept his cognitive ability, that it was declining rapidly.
Yeah,
there is that. And Roma, I read through this article, so the rest of y'all don't have to. There's so much copium in this. Oh my! It is again more sweet libtard tears. I mean, this article is more. It's more of an editorial than it is really. I mean, he does talk about how things went down, but he heavily editorializes it here.
Oh, absolutely. And I 100% blame the media for that. 100%, because all they talked about the entire time is that he's as sharp as a nail, he's as sharp as a tack, he's as sharp as blah 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 blah. And then this is the result that you get. I remember I was online, I think it was on Instagram, and I remember somebody was talking about this, and all throughout all the comments, it was like, yeah, he's definitely on cognitive decline. There's no way that you can say that he is fit for run for office and all this other stuff. And then some random woman out of nowhere, she was like some model, some IG model, whatever, came out and was like, oh, well, he just had one bad day. He's still getting my vote. And she got destroyed, completely ratioed. It was like, and you would think on IG they would, kind of block some stuff out, but no, they let it go. And there was literally, I think she got about 14,000 comments, and not one of them was on her side. Not one. Completely ratioed. So this is something that the left has not felt in a very long time, and it's going to get worse.
I mean, I wasn't here for Friday, so I wasn't able to give my thoughts on this lovely debate that was the presidential debate. I mean, it was the moment Joe started, he lost. I mean, he sounded like he was 105.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of videos going on online of him in 2019 and 2020 versus now, where it's like literally night and day. Like literally,
and not only in 2019 and 2020. Roma, did you see the story that not the story, I guess some speech that Joe tried to do like the day after or 2 days after the presidential debate, and it was basically Jill talking the entire time, and Joe's just like, oh, yeah. I'm like, dude, what are you on?
Exactly. All right, let's see. We got about 5 minutes here, so we're going to move. Let's move to the AP story.
Oh, yeah? How about you take us away with that one, Roma?
All right. This was completely like drowned out.
Nobody knows about the story
happened today, unfortunately. But we're going to bring it up right now. So this is from the AP. Trump ally Steve Bannon surrenders to federal prison to serve 4-month sentence on contempt charges.
Contempt of what? Contempt of what?
Contempt of Congress.
Sorry.
Well, the good news is he'll be out before Election Day.
4 days beforehand.
Will he be able to vote, though?
Well, he's a felon now, so... No, he's not a felon. I don't think.
No, he's not. I don't think so. But on top of that, we're going to figure out what Congress is going to do about that in particular, because that committee that they had that summoned him into Congress was not really a real committee. And Congress has the ability to do that right now. I don't know why they haven't.
Yeah. I don't know why they haven't either. I mean, Speaker Johnson can make this go away like that's all he's got to do.
Literally.
He can do a Thanos snap, but he's not smart enough to do a Thanos snap. Continue.
No. I don't think he's not smart enough. I think that there's a play here. There's always a play.
There is.
It's just what play? What is he holding out on? Is it something that is he compromised in some way, or does he have a better play than anybody else? I don't know. I mean, what's going to happen in his next 4 months, nobody knows, but somebody somewhere is going to be right and become a millionaire because of it.
Right.
But anyways,
for real.
So I'm just going to go through it quick because we already know what happened here. Longtime Trump ally Steve Bannon was taken into custody Monday after surrendering to federal prison, being a 4-month sentence, contempt charges, defying a subpoena in the congressional investigation into the U.S. Capitol attack. Bannon arrived at a federal correctional institution in Danbury, Connecticut around noon and was formally taken into federal custody, the Bureau of Prison said. Speaking to reporters, Bannon called himself a political prisoner, said former President Donald Trump was very supportive of him and slammed Democrats, including Attorney General Merrick Garland. I am proud of going to prison, Bannon said, adding that he's standing up to the Garland corrupt DOJ.
Can I just say something, boss? Can I just say something? This man should not spend 60 seconds in jail. That's all I gotta say.
No, absolutely. Oh, and don't forget, in 10 days, we got the big one.
The big one?
Trump sentencing.
Where?
The Trump
Trump
sentencing.
sentencing.
From
The
New
Trump
York.
sentencing. Yep.
Because whatever happens in 10 days is going to shape the next 4 months.
Dude,
Whether-
I kind of want them to walk Trump out in cuffs. Do it. See and see how much, number one, how much of a trouble, how trouble like that, how much trouble that would be, number one, how much money that would take, number two, and the amount of good press Donald Trump would get. I mean,
good press. If Donald Trump spends 1 second in jail, that'll be the end of the Democrats.
oh, 100%.
That would literally be the end of the
100%.
Democrats. Like, and on top of that, with all the immunity and stuff going on, what's up?
What?
So imagine this. That New York judge decides to get cute and sentences Trump to exactly, he has to stay in jail all the way to election day.
Okay.
Sentence him to exactly that amount of time.
Okay.
Trump can't campaign. Trump
You're
can't
wrong.
hold rallies.
You're wrong. Oh, hold on, time out. You're wrong. You're wrong. You know what? I've actually thought about this. You ready? You ready to hear T-Bone's thought? Okay. So I know that like when you're in jail or prison or whatever, you're allowed to talk to your lawyer, right? You're allowed to talk to your lawyer. So this is just a T-Bone thought, right? So
Really,
like
Roma?
Trump. Yes, I'm the expert today, baby. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. So as I was saying, so Trump talks to his lawyers. Not really. He just brings in like a bunch of people with cameras and stuff, and is like, guys, listen, I am in jail. Okay, this is a bad Trump impression. Don't knock me for the Trump impression, but like, guys, I'm in jail, and we're gonna win. We're going to win. I'm going to get out the day the election is, and we're going to win this. We're going to win this election. The Democrats think that they have won, but they haven't. They haven't won yet.
Now,
That's all.
Now, remember I asked this question on Timcast to Phil Abonte. Actually, it was 2 questions. I said, okay, let's say they do send him to jail, and then Hochul decides to no, her name's not Hochul. It's
Yeah, Hochul. That's New York.
Hochul or Hochul?
Hochul.
Yeah, whatever. Same
Ugly
shit.
old bitch. Whoever.
No, and I said, what if?
Oh shit! I did a YouTube bad. Sorry.
Oh no, we're done for.
Try it.
No, but I was like, what happens if he does go to jail, and then as they're fingerprinting him and taking his mugshot and doing all these things,
He gets Epstein.
Kathy Hochul comes in
Oh.
and basically goes, "Listen, I'm going to give you an offer you can't refuse. I will pardon you."
What's the offer?
I'm going to say it, T-Bone. Let's say I pardon you right now in this jail, but you can never run for public office again.
You know, I posited that theory a couple of weeks ago myself when I said she ought to just pardon him. Be the
If she
smartest thing
pardons him, she would be governor of New York for the rest of her life.
No,
Oh,
if she
yeah.
if she pardons him, she becomes the front runner to replace Biden at the
Oh.
convention.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think of that. Oh,
But-
my
but-
spidey
Because
senses
Joe
are
did such a
tingling.
great job on Thursday. They don't want him.
Roma, go ahead and put that in your Brian Called It file.
Doing it right now.
All right, with the ending of Brian Called It, I think it is time to. I hear some buzzing sound be in my ear, guys. It is time to move on to our very, very first game, the Be or Not. Brian, please take us away, good sir.
All right. Your first headline for the Be or Not. Trump put out an
What
ad.
are the rules? What are the rules, good sir?
Okay, I'm going to present 3 headlines today. I got just 3. One of which, they come from the Babylon Bee and quote unquote legitimate news sources. You got to pick out which one's the Bee. Them's the rules. So here we go.
All right. All right, let's play this game.
With no further ado, headline numero uno, A1. Trump put out an ad, and it's just a compilation of Biden's debate lowlights. Headline number 2, journalists were dumbfounded as there were no previous signs of Biden declining whatsoever.
Huh?
And then headline number 3, Chinese scientists discover graphene in moon samples. Someone alert
Call
Ian Crossland.
Somebody
Yes.
call Ian Crossland. Oh.
Somebody call in.
Oh no. Okay, if Ian's on the show tonight, I'm definitely, and this is a real story, I'm totally like going to shout it out. Like, Ian, look, there's graphene. Look, there's graphene. No, okay, so like, all right, let me see letter 2 again. Number B. Let me see that one. Let me see what's the sentence? What's the sentence?
Journalists dumbfounded as there were no previous signs of Biden declining whatsoever. And for the YouTube audience, if you see what I've got scrolling across the bottom of the screen here, that's my version, my more condensed version for poll purposes. So, you know, type 1 in the comments for Biden's debate.
Hold on, I'm writing the
Biden's debate lowlights. 2 for journos just as surprised as the rest of us. And 3 for Chi-Com science nerds found graphene on the moon. Someone inform Ian.
Somebody call Ian Crossland. I mean, man, that is woo.
All right, here comes the poll.
All right. I'm thinking. All right. Let me.
I can see the smoke. I can see the smoke coming out your ears, T-Bone.
No, the gears, good sir. They are the turning. They are the turning. All right. Yeah. All right. So Trump, I don't think Trump would basically put something out that would just be like, oh, Joe's an idiot. Guys, we already know Joe's an idiot. He's an old man. We already know this. I mean, you can't just tell people something that they already know. All right.
I just read Roma's version of the poll in the chat.
Debate, debacle, Biden, journalist jargon, or graphene. Some journalist jargon is definitely what T-Bone is going with. I mean,
which one's okay? Yeah, all right, yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, I guess I got to turn it back on, don't I?
Yeah, I think you do have to turn it back on, good sir. Is it? It better not be. It better not be letter C. I mean letter 3.
Well,
3 CPO.
T-Bone, get ready to take your victory lap, sir.
Huh?
Give it.
What happened?
There you go.
All T-Bone does is win, no matter what. Guys, no matter what, T-Bone wins. Guys, this is a great start to the week. It is going to be a wonderful week. It is going to be the greatest week of all. Guys, in the next 10 days, you will see the greatest day. But guys, T-Bone has won, and I'm so excited. Brian, please go ahead, tell T-Bone what's up with this story, because yeah, that's that. I want to know. I want to know.
Oh, all right. Well, okay. Let me bring it back up.
Yeah. They're dumbfounded? Dog.
Journalists dumbfounded as there were no previous signs of Biden declining whatsoever. Journalists from media and outlets around the country are reeling from shock after Biden's performance in the presidential debate, caught completely off guard by the president's steep mental decline. There were no warning signs. None, said MSNBC anchor Joe Scarborough. Up until that very moment the debate started, President Biden has been a picture of vitality and intelligence. He has never before lost his train of thought, stared off in the abyss with his mouth gaping, mumbled incoherently for extended periods, or made nonsensical statements like, "We beat Medicare." It's also shocking, I tell you. Members of the White House press corps, having never reported a single instance of Biden faltering in the past 4 years, were equally stunned. Biden's debate performance was entirely out of the blue, explained Tyler Page of the Washington Post. There are no pointers that his mental capacity was impaired in the slightest before the debate. I mean, I'm just saying back over the past few months, D-Day, the G7 summit, the Juneteenth concert. Yeah, there's really just nothing that will indicate there wasn't a tip-top. I'm sorry, if I keep going, I'm going to need oxygen.
I just want to say, I have watched the debate 4 times now. Once just regularly live. Second time I watched it with closed captions. The third time I watched Tim Pool's rendition of the debate, and then the fourth time was Steven Crowder's. Guys, this man cannot talk, let alone lead our country. Please stop this madness. Please, please stop this madness. It is crazy.
Per Gunther Eagleman,
What happened?
FYI, Joe Biden speaks to the nation on the Supreme Court's ruling at 7:45 p.m.
You mean after his bedtime? After Joe Biden's bedtime, he's gonna die. Whatever. All right, guys, it is time to move on to.
I hope Pretard starts streaming that.
Oh yeah, please do, And I bet you $20 Tim is gonna talk about this. $100. Actually, no, not $100. $100 Tim is gonna talk about this. With it. Oh yeah, he definitely will. Guys, it is time for T-Bone's favorite time of the day. Guys, it is time for Caption This. It's where T-Bone gives you a photo and then you give T-Bone a caption. It's like you got to make a meme out of this photo. And guys, today we're looking at this giant looking troll.
Yeah, I saved it. I saved it as giant troll monster.
Now, guys, if you thought this was Nancy Pelosi, I'm sorry, you're a little wrong. But it is like a striking resemblance. I understand. I understand. Like they're like identical, but like guys, this isn't Nancy Pelosi. This is a large troll, and yeah. They're talking. They're trying to get all these I guess people down, and the people are like, "You shall not pass. We want to live here. You leave." I don't know, guy. I don't know. But while you guys are getting these lovely captions in, Roma, it is time for you, good sir, to take us away with the 100-meter dash. Take us away, good sir.
Absolutely. All right, this is from ABC7 New York. Life-saving rescue of man in cardiac arrest caught on camera at ATM on Long Island. All right. An 83-year-old man who nearly died after collapsing at an ATM on Long Island was reunited Thursday with members of the medical team who saved him. Lake Grove Daniel Greco suffered cardiac arrest at his bank's ATM in Melville back in April 30th. Surveillance video showed Greco dropping to the ground and captured the life-saving rescue that followed. I don't know if you could thank people that saved your life, but I'd like to do that in public, said Greco. 15 seconds after Greco collapsed, a team member at Northwell Network Care, Kelly Kirschbaumer, happened to be walking through the door with her young son in her arms and saw what happened. She ran into her office and yelled for help. I saw Mr. Greco on the ground, added Kirschbaumer. My instinct kicked in, and I knew through my office door that I had access to some of the world's best nurses. Nurse practitioner Whitney Sinowitz ran out and began performing CPR. Her colleagues and fellow nurse practitioners at Northwell Health, Samantha Melgovich, wow, these names, and Christina Farrell followed with a defibrillator. Yvonne Recupero, an advanced practice nurse, also aided, switching off doing CPR. They were able to save Greco's life. Greco was taken into Plainview Hospital where doctors ended up performing triple bypass surgery. The discovery had multiple blocked arteries in his main heart valve. I'm just glad I was around to still be around, said Greco. At the end, I think that's it.
That is it, sir.
That is it. That's awesome.
What a wonderful and lovely story. Honestly, this is such a nice story. Good on you, Roma, for being able to pick this one out. I know you didn't pick it out, but Good story, Roma.
I picked
Guys, it is time to get back to our regularly scheduled effed up program. But before we get back to our regularly scheduled effed up program, I have an announcement to make, guys. Tonight on Timcast IRL on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. Standard Time. Is going to be none other than the man himself, Jack Posobiec and Joshua Lisick. I mean, if you guys don't know who Poso is, you're living under a rock. He is probably one of the greatest, not greatest, but a great speaker. And Joshua is a ghostwriter, and he's apparently written. He's a creator of The Best Way to Say It. So good they call you a fake. He's a best-selling writer? Wow. Congratulations to you, good sir. Guys, if you would like to call in and talk to this wonderful man tonight, you have the ability to just get your questions in the Timcast server, and we will pick them, and you will be able to talk to Poso and Josh later on tonight. Now it is time to get back to our regularly scheduled effed up program. Boss, are you ready to go back and forth with me reading these lovely captions?
Absolutely. I'm going to start off caption this with, I said ogres have layers.
I'm like an onion, guys. I'm like an onion. Patrick coming in saying, Mom, the meatloaf. We want the meatloaf. Huh?
Shakira coming in. Oh, you changed your name. Change your name. Love it. All right. Shakira comes in with, I am T Groot. I don't know what that
I am T-Bone. Good one
Groot.
on you. Good one.
I get it.
Good one. Good one, buddy. Good one. Crimson coming in saying, AOC going after the Supreme Court after the immunity decision. You mean the I can't even say what Alex Stein calls her. Ugh.
Yes.
Continuing.
Vash coming in saying, damn it, Jack, we meant your mom when we said sell the cow.
Patrick coming in saying, Jill Biden becoming president? Ugh.
Oh, jeez. This is coming in from Stiffy314. Seamus gets revenge for false spoon story.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Sanoski coming in saying, effin' Carol Baskin? Question mark.
No.
Carol Baskins. That's who.
Carol Baskin.
Oh man, let's see what else we got here. This is from Scallums. What the Democrats see now that Trump's immunity was confirmed.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Vash coming back saying, The View. Joy Behar goes out to feed after it finds out the results of the election. Oh no!
Oh my goodness. And then we got Chris coming back. And this is from earlier. The Hulk after AOC's Green New Deal.
I didn't know the Hulk had facial hair. Huh? Lee, our wonderful meme master coming in saying, it's a Krampus? Christmas in July?
It's a Krampus Christmas in July.
Oh yeah, that Krampus scary, I don't know, Christmas movie. I don't know. I didn't watch it. I don't like scary movies. Continue, boss.
All right. Sorry, Coretta Thor. We can't
say that. We cannot say that. Sorry, buddy. If you'd like to see what Coretta said, join the Timcast Discord at timcast.com.
There you go. All right. This is from Chris again. More proof that gingers are demonic.
Yup. They have no soul, guys. The gingers have no soul. The boss coming in saying, Fee, fi, fo, fum. Where are my Lucky Charm bums? I ate them all. You are all next. Did I do a good job, boss? I did a good job.
Yeah, it was decent. Back from Shakira, my little T-bone when he doesn't get his snack pack.
Yes, I am a monster if I don't eat. Ooh, yeah. I don't look that ugly, but I am that tall. Chris coming back saying Joe Biden telling the world that Joe is sharp as a tack. No. I think he's as dull as the wall. Yeah.
I think we need to cut it off.
I think we do.
Pick a winner.
All right, let's finish out reading them, and then let's cut it off. Brian, cut it off, and then we'll finish reading these. Boss, you're up.
All right, let's see. We've got Godzilla after taking Biden's CIA drugs.
Gretcha done hulked out.
Greta?
Yeah, Greta Thunberg. Sorry, Greta Thunberg done hulked out. That ugly child.
Let's see. Leprechaun eats too much GMO Lucky Charms. I think that's it.
Shakira. Yeah, Gen Z doesn't know what Krampus is. Is shocking. No, I know what it is. I just don't like scary movies. Come on now.
Oh man. So
we need to pick a winner. How many 20s do we have? Because whoa, we read a lot. We got 3 20s. We got a 3. We got a 2. We got.
I think we've got 1 3 here.
We got a couple 3s.
There's 2 3s.
There's 2 3s.
I saw
there is. Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and have a little bit of a runoff here.
Yeah, run off.
Between the 2 3s.
Run off.
I'm okay with that.
It'll just be like the driving contest that what is it? Joe wants to challenge Trump to, and the only way that they would play, actually, you know what? No, it wouldn't even be a driving contest. It'd be 9 holes, and Joe said, "Yeah, we'll play you if you walk." Joe, you couldn't even make it to the first green of the first hole. What are you talking about? I digress.
That was actually pretty funny. He's like a 6 handicap.
Oh yeah, he's like, dog, you are nowhere close to a 6 handicap. And you're right. Joe is nowhere close to a 6 handicap.
All right, here we go. We got the 2 threes going after each other right now.
There was a Babylon Bee headline I almost used today, but I thought it would have been too on point. And that was next presidential debate to be held at Topgolf.
Yes. No, I'm serious. Do it. Legitimately do it. Why not?
That is hilarious.
Why not? I mean, like you wanna say that you can beat the guy? All right, prove it to millions of people. Do it. Go ahead, prove it.
Exactly.
I want to see Joe Biden's golf swing. I want to see it because like I've seen Trump's golf swing and like he's an old man, and I mean like granted he's not a great golf player, but I mean it's a pretty decent golf swing. I mean I've played golf for a multitude number of years. I mean like I could tell, but like I'd love to see Joe Biden's golf swing. He's like, dude.
Oh,
play the game.
He would have a stroke in his backswing.
I mean, by all reports, Trump is a good enough amateur golfer that if he was able to get his handicap down a couple of points, he'd be able to qualify for the senior PGA Tour. So.
And that was funny. Because he said that he just won during the debates. He said he just won like 2 golf tournaments past weekend, and he's like, not senior golf tournament, regular golf tournament. I'm just like, yo. I mean, like that's actually an accomplishment because like the seniors, I mean, like yeah, they're good, but I mean they're older. But like if this is a regular golf tournament, dog, you have to be really good to at least like place. And homie won 2 of them. You can't tell me he's bad at golf. Tell me, try to tell me he's bad at golf. Go ahead. He's won two tournaments. Joe has won how many tournaments? Negative? All right, that's what I thought.
Who won today's tournament of Caption This. That is Sinoski with effing Carol Baskins.
Oh, congratulations.
Effing Carol Baskin.
I mean, I don't like her.
It makes no sense, but somehow he won. I have no idea.
It makes absolutely zero sense.
Do it.
Congratulations, Chris. I mean, like,
because Chris is a legend.
Buddy.
I mean,
No, he really is.
a
He
legend.
really is. He won. He won
is.
over the week. He won the leftovers. Over the weekend.
Yeah, he was
right?
grand champion. Yeah.
Speaking of that, guys, this weekend, this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is none other than the leftovers with Biddy, Elizabeth, and Brian. Guys, it is going to be a great show of just doing all the other articles that we did during the week from the Midday Rush. And guys, on Saturday.
Oh, I stand corrected. Lee has won the last 2 weeks. I stand corrected.
Sorry. Guys, this Saturday, do not miss it, because this Saturday at 10 p.m. on Rumble, it is none other than the boss, Roma Nation. Guys, it is going to be such a wonderful episode. I was there this past Saturday, and I was at the edge of my seat the entire time. It was such a great episode, Roma. He can attest. I was there. Oh, I was there. I was there.
He was absolutely there. Yeah, that's right. 10 p.m. on Saturday night, Roman Nation. This week is fitting because it's 4th of July. And what nothing more to give to you guys than this versus that, communism versus fascism. Let's go.
Guys, like I said earlier, tonight on Timcast IRL at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is Jack Posobiec and Joshua Lisick. Guys, if you'd like to get your questions in, don't forget to get your questions in at Timcast on the Timcast Discord. If you'd like to join the Timcast Discord, timcast.com. Sign up for the Discord, $10 a month, $25 a month. I don't really know how that works, but sign up so you guys can join this lovely, wonderful, amazing, great community. Honestly, that's all I really have to say. Roma, good sir, last words.
Thank you, veterans, every day.
Especially this weekend. Especially this weekend. Brian, thank you, good sir, for everything that you have done, honestly.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for everything you have done for our great nation, because for the people who don't know, Brian was in the military and he did serve our great nation. So thank you very much, good sir, and we will be thanking you before the July 4th celebration. We will not have a show this Thursday for July 4th, sadly. But guys, catch us back on here tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like always, it's gonna be such a.
Everybody pray I still have all my fingers Friday.
Yeah, this is true. Guys, thank you so much for listening in to our very own Midday Rush. I am your host, T-Bone. That is the boss, Roma Nation, and the old man himself, Brian. Please end us out, good sir.
All right, fine, folks. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us. It means so much. But as appreciative as I am of that, the time has come. I must end the Discord stage for the Discord folks, because Pretard Cast is coming up and they need the space. So, as I always say, get off my lawn, stay on the sidewalk, stick around for the Pretard Cast.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Yo,
all right.
What a great show. What a great show that was. Wow.
And YouTube,
Roma,
if you guys are still sticking around, like, share, subscribe, all that happy shit, because I'm ending YouTube now.
Bye, guys.